Namaskar. You know, have you ever had that feeling? That deep, quiet sense that there's something more? Like, no matter what you achieve or what you get, there's still this little empty space inside. Well, today, we're going to dive right into that feeling because it's something that connects all of us.
It's a really powerful question, isn't it? We chase our goals, we hit those big milestones, we get the things we thought we wanted. And yet, that feeling of being completely, truly satisfied, it always seems to be just around the corner. So why is that? It turns out this isn't some new, modern problem. It's actually a core part of being human, and it's been understood for centuries.
This ancient Sanskrit wisdom just nails it. It says that our thirst, that deep hunger we have for happiness, it just can't be quenched by anything finite, anything limited. It's built into our very nature to look for something that's boundless, something infinite. And that innate drive, it has a name.
So this deeply human urge we all have, this need to connect with something bigger than ourselves, well, there's a formal name for it: mysticism.
Now, mysticism isn't about anything spooky or strange. At its absolute core, it's just this natural, ongoing search to find the connection, the link between our own individual, finite self and that infinite, what you might call, super self. And it's a journey that unfolds in a few clear stages. So the journey often kicks off with what's called aesthetic science. That's our drive to express ourselves through art or to understand the world through science. And as that appreciation for beauty and knowledge gets deeper, it starts to evolve into mysticism, that conscious, dedicated search for the link to the infinite. And when that search really hits its peak, it blossoms into what we call spirituality. The question is, how do we actively walk this path? And that brings us to a word many of us have heard, but maybe in a different way: yoga. In this spiritual sense, yoga is the actual practice that helps us make that connection. So, you see, yoga is so much more than physical postures. It is the active, intentional movement of our finite self on a journey toward the infinite supreme. And while the literal Sanskrit meaning of yoga is addition, its mystical meaning points to a much deeper, much more beautiful goal. And this next part is so important to really get what this journey is about. Are we just adding something divine to our lives, or is it something way more profound? Think about it with this simple analogy. Addition is like taking 2 apples and adding them to 2 other apples. Sure, you get 4, but each apple is still its own separate thing. Its identity hasn't changed. But unification? That's like dissolving sugar in water. The sugar doesn't just sit next to the water, it actually becomes one with it, completely merging its identity into the whole. And that is the crucial point. The spiritual goal of yoga isn't just to be near the supreme or to add a little bit of spirituality to our lives here and there. The goal is this total, beautiful unification, to become one with the infinite, just like that sugar becomes one with the water. Okay, so this raises a really big question. What is it about us as humans that even makes this incredible journey possible? You know, our place in the universe is pretty unique. Animals and plants, they operate on instinct, right? Their world is really about whether those instincts are being met. But we're different. We have this amazing capacity for a conscious, what you'd call a psycho-spiritual movement. And this ability isn't just some extra feature we have. It is the very thing that defines our humanity. It is our special purpose, the incredible potential we've been given. This journey of unification is literally what we are built for. So let's bring this all back home, because this isn't some abstract philosophy. This is about the ultimate purpose, the supreme goal for every single one of us. Just think about it for a second. Every great piece of art, every amazing scientific discovery, isn't it really a movement toward understanding something deeper? All of our expressions, in their own way, they're all pointing back to that one supreme source. This journey toward unification is the most valuable thing we can do as human beings. In fact, to not have this spirit of movement, well, it's like we're falling short of our incredible potential. Now, this isn't meant to feel like a burden. It's meant to be an inspiring truth, a supreme expression of veracity. Just remembering that we are designed for this magnificent quest, well, it gives our lives the ultimate meaning and direction. So, I'll leave you with this thought. This journey, it doesn't need some huge dramatic start. It begins with one single simple step. Maybe it's in appreciating a piece of art, or seeking knowledge, or just taking a moment for quiet reflection. So what will your first step be? Namaskar. And hey, if you'd like more content that explores these kinds of ideas, please like and subscribe to the channel.